What is going on, everybody? This video, I want to tell you to stop doing this in my math lab. I know it's helpful and everything. It gets you through the homework, but I don't believe you really learn the material that well when you do this, especially if you do it on every problem. Now, I understand maybe one or two problems here and there is fine, but don't do it on every problem and don't do it very often. So here's a problem that we got to solve. Okay, it's a problem. It's quadratic in form. So what a lot of students will do is they'll come down here to this view an example. So look at the problem. You got 2c minus 6 over 3. That's in the parentheses. You got a 2 here and a 15 here. All right, and you may not know how to work it. And students will hit this view an example. So the first thing it tells you to do, it says, subtract 12. They're using 12 and 4 here, and the numbers in here are a little bit different. So they show you what to do. You hit continue. And then it comes up and it tells you you need to let u equal this part inside the parentheses, and you continue, and they tell you you're replacing this with u, and they plug it in for you. U squared plus 4u minus 12 equals 0. Now you got a quadratic equation to solve, and it goes ahead and it factors it for you. And then it solves it. And then, of course, for the u, you've got to plug this back in so you can solve for c. So they replace the u with this. And they go through the process, and they tell you what to do. Add 5 to each side, and then we'll divide by 4. And there you go. You have the answer. And then they have you go in and check it. And then check the other answer and hit continue, and you can actually print the solution, and then you hit close, and you can see the problem that they showed you how to work is exactly like the problem you have. It's just the numbers are a little different. So how much did that help you? It didn't help you any. For one thing, if you print out the solution, all you're doing is copying now. That's all you're doing. You're just copying how to work the problem. You don't understand what you're doing. You're just going by what they're telling you. You're following an example that is exactly like the problem you have. So you're not learning anything. You're better off sitting around for maybe 15, 20 minutes digging back through your notes or watching a video on YouTube that has a problem. It may not be a fraction like this in here, but it may be something on U substitution. But it's not going to be exactly like the problem with just different numbers. But you've got to go through and try to learn this stuff, try to figure it out on your own without that view and example. And then the other thing, I would try not to use the view and example because you're just copying. You don't have view and example on the test. Okay, so try not to use it on your homework. So that's one tip that's going to help you understand it better instead of trying to copy and memorize this stuff. The other thing, this helped me solve this. So this, if you click it walks you through the problem, but you have to input stuff in. So for example, we subtract 15 to both sides. So here, that would be a 0. And then you check your answer. Good. So it takes you to the next step. Is this quadratic in form? We click no. Well, and we haven't substituted the u in yet. All right, it says now, what can be replaced with u in the parentheses? See, it's walking you through it, but you have to do the stuff. So, well, what is u? Well, you're going to let u equal whatever's in the parentheses. So you just click in here. Let's see, there's the fraction. So we've got 2c minus 6 over 3. Check your answer. Good job. And now they want us to type the equation. So that's just going to be u squared, let's see, plus 2u minus 15. Okay, so let's suppose I type that in and I hit check answer. Okay, let's see what happens. That's incorrect. So it says check your solution. Note that the constant in the original equation does not change. And so let's hit OK. And so it's going to give us another attempt. Do you have any idea what we might have forgotten? Well, we forgot to put equals 0, didn't we? See, they want the equation. Let's see what happens if we hit check answer again. There, it gave you one shot at it. It told you it was wrong, and then it gave you another shot at it. And then it goes ahead and gives you the correct answer. See, that was your answer. We just forgot the equals 0. And so then it does it for you. And then it has you go through and factor. Now, don't just come up here and just type something in, hit check answer again, so it'll give it to you. Try to get the answer. Okay? Try to work it out, and it's walking you through it. So what I would suggest in my math lab, if you're going to use any kind of assistance, stay away from the view an example. And if you need a little help, go to the help me solve this. Okay? And then also the other option you have, you can go to my YouTube channel, search for what you're looking for, and I'll probably have a video on it and you can watch that. All right? So, and I think if you do that, you'll notice that your grades will go up on your tests. Okay, you'll do better. You'll know how to work the problems better. So just a little tip. So I hope the video helped. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.